Well, we're gonna kick today's episode of Live It Up Alaska off with an update from the land we bought in Wasilla.
Yeah, we got a video the other day from a friend of ours, and they've drilled our well, dug our septic, and prepped it for the foundation. In this episode, we're gonna share with you just how much this move cost.
And how you can move for a fraction of our cost.
And how much you can fit in a U-box.
If you guys have any questions about anything regarding our move, leave it in a comment and we're happy to answer.
And I'll also track fuel on our trip so that you'll get an idea of an estimate of what that'll cost, especially if you're hauling an RV. But first, let's talk about what packing and loading for a cross-country trip looks like.
It's gonna go in uBoxes. For those of you who don't know what uBoxes are, they're U-Haul's answer to like U-Pack or like, you know, those cubes.
Pods.
Or yeah, like pods. These are pretty popular, huh?
The uBoxes?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty convenient.
Yeah, so this one looks a little different. This one has plywood.
Yeah, this one's wood. The other one's fiberglass.
So there's more than one way to move to Alaska. We chose uBoxes because it suited our needs. We have a travel trailer that we are taking up with us, and we couldn't haul a trailer with our stuff and also the travel trailer. So if you don't have an RV, you could technically do a free move. There are plenty of people that move to Alaska who buy a trailer outright, load it themselves, move it up there themselves, and then sell the trailer and recoup the costs. That is really a smart idea, just not feasible if you have an RV that you're trying to get there also. So things didn't go as planned. We had a few problems.
We did. So according to the internet, we needed 4 U-boxes for our size house. We ordered 5 U-boxes to make sure we had enough space,
And we really needed 6, which meant...
leaving a lot of stuff behind.
Yeah, we had to jump ship on a few things, didn't we?
Yeah, we have a nice entertainment center, so
Anybody interested?
anybody want it? We had stuff in neighbors' garages. We had stuff in her parents' garage.
And it took us a whole extra week to try to figure out what to do with all that stuff. And not to mention that we left behind 3 very important pieces of furniture. Our wall entertainment center, our sofa, and our dining room table.
The information on the internet wasn't as accurate as we thought it was. And so we just didn't have enough space.
And I will tell you that shipping can be expensive. It's roughly about $16,000. You can expect to pay that because it's like moving to another country. It's 4,000 miles away. That is something that deters people from waking up one day and moving to Alaska. It's definitely something you need to plan out. So we hired some movers through U-Haul. It's called movinghelp.com, and they're like subcontractors or something. We did have a great moving crew, all pro movers. Johnny and his crew were amazing, and they stacked those boxes like their Jenga game was on, or Tetris,
Yes,
I guess.
Tetris game was on. I mean, there was no space left when they packed the U-boxes.
Hey Johnny, how long have you been doing this?
Doing about 8 years. My company's all pro mover. Started in 2014 and been doing it ever since.
Saw the box you just packed, the U-Box. It was incredible.
I just always had a knack for like puzzles, so I just learned from experience, just practicing doing it.
That's
And
amazing.
I just take a lot of pride in what I do.
I think they have people that will even pack it for you. We decided to pack it ourselves because
Yeah.
of
You know, because a lot of those things are very personal and private. Things that I value just sentimentally. It's a little different, you know, because we're not moving down the street. When you think about 4,000 miles, you really want your stuff to be packed well. So on Amazon, they have some of this, it looks like giant saran wrap, and I ordered 3 rolls of it so that we can wrap all the furniture and make sure that like corners don't get dinged and crushed. They've got rug storage bags. I think one of the biggest things is the mattresses. Let's say somehow, God forbid, things got wet. I definitely don't want them going moldy. What do you think we've done better this time than 3 years ago when we made the move over to where we are now?
I think one, we got rid of a lot of things and we cleaned it out ahead of time. So everything that we have in the house now, we're taking with us. Well, those were famous last words. Hey guys, if you like this episode, hit the subscribe button. And if you don't, like it anyway, because we'll get better as we go.
And stay tuned for our next episode when we're going to tell you how we modified our RV for extreme heat.
How we kept our puppies cool.
Yeah, definitely. And how we are packing for 2 climates on this trip, both extreme hot and cold.